Okay, you're on tit cam. I have the camera you are watching me on packed away in the tightest bra that I have so that I can give you this bird's eye view of about what's to happen to these coconuts. First of all, we've got our handy toolbox here. Punch. And give a little lube to this tool. Now this is where I hope to give you the best view of what's about to happen. And then mind you, this is a 5-pound sledge in the refrigerator area of the house. And so here we go. That's one. Let's get the proper spoon. And what we're doing is we're getting corkanuts. That's a corkanut. And they will be presented to the Pharaoh so that she can balance life matter upon her horn. Let's see what we got. Oh, not the best corkanut in the world. She likes those tall 1-inch ones. But those are rare in a blue moon. Okay, so we got 2 presentable corkanuts. Well, barely. If they were at least a 1/2 inch, if not 3/4, you will see the art of what she does with them. But you'll get the idea anyhow. Okay, oops, we gotta wash this off. Got some cast iron crap. Alright. That goes into its little custom holder. Gotta let the air out. I broke my coping saw. Hope we're still on, yeah, alright. I broke my coping saw, so I have to use a hacksaw. Now you get the idea how it lets the water flow so much better by popping that little hole in the back there. And that goes into its case, which, like I say, I used to have a coping saw in here, but it's not anymore. And that goes right next to the refrigerator, kind of matching. Okay, so now this is where muscle is needed. Like I say, it was so much nicer with the coping saw. It all fit. Okay. Oops, I'm rattled up here on my tit cam. Well, the main purpose for being in tit cam, which that's where you were, was so that you could see the pounding of the sledgehammer. I hope I got some good film on that. I know what I wanted to capture. I doubt I could capture it on this little cam like this, but I know the look that I want. Kind of like, remember the commercial? Or no, it was the movie. some production company, and the guy would come along and bang with a sledgehammer and leave that 5 mark or whatever in the steel. Some production company or something like that. I'd love to be able to capture that with the coconut, making corkanuts for the Pharaoh. In a short minute, you're going to meet the Pharaoh. The trumpets will thunder, and we will present the corkanuts to the Pharaoh. Probably the last 2 of the week. It might be the last 2 of this existence. Got my toes still. There we go. Got my thumb still too. Boy, how much more can you ask for, huh? That's a workout. Boy, this old lady. But I ain't made a retirement at anything else I've done in life, so, you know. Whoops. Okay, bad vibe. Alright. Come over here. Okay. Alright. My kitty slippers back on. Alright. Now, we're almost ready to present corks to the Pharaoh. Almost. A little bit more work to do. I'll put you over here. There we go. That'll keep you safe for a while. Alright. This is not an easy task. Well, it's better than sawing them. Boy, that really takes the life out of me. I ain't got much left. But what the hell, die doing what I want to do, right? One that doesn't violate anybody else. I don't think that would work. Oh, no. Nah, that'd be better off with that other guy. And I don't think that's gonna work either. I need to go to the sky. I'm gonna do like Willis did. I'll go downtown and get me a new sky. Yeah. I think that's what I'll do now. I'm gonna go hang out downtown, you know? Yeah. Sleep in the bushes down there. Wonder what life's really about. I wonder how long I would survive downtown as homeless. shoot myself. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you gotta scrape out the meat. I don't know how much of that you can actually see me doing. And you want to clean all the big chunks because it's all coconut meat and it's going to make such a nice slushy. It's going to be like ice cream. These are pretty good thick coconuts. Sometimes you get them, that's like I would call an 1/8 inch thick. The other one I just got done scraping was a 1/4 inch thick. So that's going to be a pretty good shake. Or a pretty good drink, actually. Content of fluid to meat looks pretty good. It'll be a slushy one. And you know, you cannot control. Sometimes you get a real thin skinned meat. Sometimes you get almost like a third of it. No, I wouldn't call it. Let's call it 3/8. No, not 1/8. Yeah, could be 3/8 because yeah, about 3/8. Right. Sometimes it still takes me time to figure out where I'm at in that scale. It took me long enough to figure out how to read it. Actually, I think it's fun to figure out how to read it, or how to figure out that 1/4 inch is, you know what, and pretty amazing. But that's how I learned. Hey, you know what? I know advocates that'll say you can't alter your mind to learn. Well, I think you can't alter the will to learn. It needs to be right in your mind. So, if it's going to be a conflict, we'll just say fuck it and go home. You know? All right, almost there. Now we just drop in cinnamon and the ice cubes. Ice cubes. And cinnamon. Oh, there's an extra little treat that I've been doing lately. Yeah, let's finish that out. This is not normal on the protocol, but it's really good. Put some cherries in there. Oh no, you don't put the seed in, but yeah, so you just can't pick up the cherries and throw them in there. That's my little secret. Okay, don't do it. I'm saving that one. Oh, me. So we're just going to slice up some tomatoes off their seeds. Now, mind you, we got to keep these separate from the corkanuts. The corkanuts have to be delivered. And no, the Pharaoh does not balance cherry seeds on her horn. They're a little too wet for her. It's bad enough, the corkanuts, you know, because they're made out of coconut and they're cork. So that she actually has, you know, you can get rotting horn, and it's almost like a cancer to a unicorn. You can get rotting horn, you know, by obviously exposing fabric to moisture and, you know, moisture, especially with, elements like, you know, the corkanuts are going to hold certain elements of, whatever, moisture holding absorbent things. You know, they got a lot of properties going on in there. So they obviously cause to, I don't know how to take care of a unicorn's horn if she's going to get it moist every day. I guess maybe what they should have done was putting a like a little rubber on the horn. Should have made Ginger wear a rubber. Now what are we going to do whenever the horn finally does crack and break? And I think that'll be about the time the end of the world. You know, after all, she is the Pharaoh, and she balances particle matter that was life and represents what was living on her horn. And it's very important that she gets some corkanuts. It's almost like, I take out my prehistoric, this is a gene or an instinct, gene, whatever the hell you want to call it, woven inside our conscientious existence, that we need something to worship. And we've done it through all of our existence. You know, sacrificial altar, and now it's church, and worship, and, it's a human need or a human instinct. And don't know where it comes from, and I don't really see the benefit of it anymore, However, it's an instinct that's there. That doesn't mean that you should take its overall what it does and throw that out the window either. I think we can accomplish what we're trying to accomplish by religion by using our head and getting real instead of, and learning to live together and learning to make things work and let go of the greed, okay? As long as greed is also an instinct that is inwoven in our conscientious existence, it's going to be like putting the north and the south together on a magnet, or a south and the south on a magnet. It's not going to work. So that's why we have extinctions. Thank God for extinctions. God, I'd hate to have to live this forever. Anyway, a little bit more cinnamon. We got some cherry seeds in there, so that's just a treat. That's not the part of the norm. And it doesn't affect the Pharaoh and the worshiping and presenting of the corkanuts. So, but the presentation of the corkanuts is a very important ceremony because I want to uphold my prehistoric instinct to worship. I don't really want to uphold it. I don't think it's a positive thing, but it's just something that I'm doing. So here we go. All right. We are ready to present corks. So we're going to get this monstrous thing started, and then we're going to grab those 2 corkanuts, and we're going to run down the hall to present them to the Pharaoh. Off to the Pharaoh! Ah, the Pharaoh. You see, she has moly horn syndrome. My Pharaoh, you balance upon your horn. And there she is. That's a big cork. That was a 3/4 inch cork. She keeps it as a trophy. By the way, this is her right-hand person, Loretta. She is the Pharaoh. And there is Celester and Dorothy. And Baba looks like he's had too much to drink. Marissa, poor thing, she has stuffing displacement syndrome. You've got to take care of them for the rest of their life. And that is how we present and worship the Pharaoh.